Hull City missed out on David Fofana, but plenty more strikers are still on the cards, even though the deadline has fully shut. Plenty of that along with loads of more news around Hull City to go through in this video. So we'll start off with the news that Hull City were chasing down Chelsea striker David Fofana on deadline day. This was apparently the final striker. It was all waiting to get the signing off, and as Adjan said, if it did happen, it would have been a huge transfer for a championship club. I was going to say Champions League, a championship club to bring in David Fofana as their starting striker. Would have been a huge acquisition for Hull City, but things fell through at the final stages, and unfortunate in many aspects. But plenty more strikers are still on the cards for Hull City, as we look through the team. Striker is probably the weakest department currently at the moment, with realistically 2, possibly 3 players if you are covering Tyrell Sellers-Fleming. Where he has also played out on the wing this season. It's a bit of a hodgepodge situation for him. But striker-wise, we have Mason Burstow, of course, a Chelsea link-up as well, and then Chris Bedia. Bedia, obviously, is the starting striker at the moment, as he started the last game, and I probably would have him currently as a better striker than Mason Burstow. But, of course, Burstow, he's young, he can get the chances, he can propel beyond Chris Bedia, and I hope he does for his sake and the club's sake. But we can access the free transfer market. It's open. We can sign them throughout the season. Of course, there is Aaron Connolly on the free transfer market striker-wise, if we did want to gamble with that one. Of course, we do know the issues that Aaron Connolly faces with his toes, and he's injury-prone and all of that. But it wouldn't be too bad. Once again, pull him in on a year deal. We do still have the 2 striker options, so we go to a third one, possibly 4 if you're including Tyrell Sellers-Fleming again. It's not too bad. Another year deal leaves us something, even if it's a six-month deal. I'm not sure if that's a possible one, but we can sign someone from another club in January, and that can be sort of when we're looking to leap off. But the free transfer market is still open. Aaron Connolly's an option. There is also Abel Hernandez. He is an option. He hasn't played football in a little bit of time, a few months, I say. But he is still a free transfer option. Could return to Hull City. He would be looking to probably wind down his career, so it probably wouldn't be a prominent starting role that he would get at the club. And if it was, I doubt that his fitness and sort of the injuries would pick up, and we would probably see him sidelined for quite some time, just for pushing him. But he is an option, another ex-Hull City link there. There's plenty more players that I could go through on the free transfer market. Of course, it's a limited pool. It's free transfers. Of course, the best players are typically already at a club, but there is free acquisitions to be had out there, and this can happen throughout the season. So let me know down in the comments if you think Hull City might pick up an Aaron Connolly and Abel Hernandez, or somebody else who I haven't said. Let me know down there as we break on into other news. Hull City's academy had quite a fun little adventure at the MKM Stadium yesterday, as they picked up 3 points in the Under-21s Professional Development League, with goals from Jack Leckie in the 12th minute, Zane Myers in the 40th minute, and Farrell Brown. He scored a fantastic free kick in the 63rd minute to secure a 3-1 victory over QPR. Of course, I believe majority, or if not all, Under-21s games at the MKM Stadium are free to watch. So make sure that you're following the Hull City Academy on the various socials, and you should see when their tickets are available to not buy, but acquire, we'll say that. As I say, I was talking about Tyrell Sellers-Fleming. He apparently played fantastically along with Farrell Brown, as I said. He played fantastically, looking leaps and bounds above everyone else. Harry Vaughan also featured in this game, so quite a few sort of players that are on the fringes of maybe getting plenty more appearances in the senior team. They're still gaining development down there in the under-21s level. Plenty of people, including myself, thought Harry Vaughan might be going out on loan in the transfer window. Hasn't happened, but of course that could still happen with him getting sent out on loan somewhere else. Mohamed Belloumi has been pictured with his black and amber stuff. So he's got the third shirt interesting one to get his first photo with, and a Hull City scarf, and he looks set to join the club and propel really after this international break. Jean-Michel Seri has broken his silence, and he's released a little statement on Instagram after leaving the club a few days ago, maybe a week ago now. Time flies in the land of Hull City. Seri puts, "Thank you is not enough to express my gratitude. Your love and respect have allowed me to spend 2 full seasons. It was difficult, but I had to say thank you for everything. I wish you all the support for the club as you do, and wishing you all the very good season up the Tigers." A few little mistakes, of course. Sorry, first language is not English, but yeah, interesting one that. We'll have a little dive. Seeing as we're talking about the attack in this sort of video, we'll have a little look at what the attacking options are this season, and whether this free transfer market could actually benefit Hull City in other departments rather than striker. I doubt so, but these are the options that Hull City have. So in wingers wise, we do have Mohamed Baloumi, I've just mentioned. Ryan Longman, he's coming back from his surgery. We have no return date officially on him yet, but he will be back not before long. Harry Vaughan, of course, featuring for the under-21s, can still make appearances for the senior team. Dukan Sinek, of course, he's recovering from his 50 millionth injury. He seems a bit more set to return quicker than Ryan Longman, but we'll wait and see on that one. Abu Kamara, deadline day acquisition. He should be a good one to watch on that right flank. Liam Miller, fantastic player, good one to watch on that left flank. And Will Jarvis, another fantastic option to have on the right-hand side. So plenty of options. Maybe the left-hand side is looking a little bit weak with just really having Liam Miller as the only prominent starting left winger there. Of course, you can change sides on them, but it just depends on their footedness and how you want your winger to play. And judging by how Tim Walter's setting up, I think he wants a left-footed man on his left wing to whip the crosses in. But of course, the options are there. And of course, Ryan Giles can play on the left wing if needs be. Attacking midfield options, they're a little bit dry, but 3 very, very, very strong options. Abdul Shamir, fantastic player. Casey Palmer, going to be a fantastic player, just waiting to see a few more minutes for him. And Marvin Mahelm, I've been very impressed with him so far in a City shirt. Striker-wise, as I've already said, Chris Bedia, Mason Burstow, and Tyrell Sellers-Fleming. So hopefully, with that fantastic attack, and maybe, I say it's not definite, but the possibility of free transfer market acquisitions, there could be possibly some goals to be had in the coming weeks, we will say. So I believe that is all of the fresh breaking Hull City news. A few bits of news regarding an ex-Hull City manager, and that's Steve Bruce. He's joined Blackpool as their head coach. So he's their manager for the upcoming, well, I say the upcoming season. The season's already started, but Steve Bruce coming out of retirement to join Blackpool was tipped maybe to be getting the Hull City job, as we was floating around managers for quite some time. Said over on the Hull Live or 1904 Club podcast or something like that he was happy to get the phone call and come back and do a job. He didn't get the phone call by the sounds of it, and Hull City went with the option of Tim Walter instead. So wishing Steve Bruce all the best over at Blackpool. Hopefully not too good, because I don't want to face him next season if Hull City still are in the Championship, but we won't be. We'll be in the Premier League, and this is the place that you want to keep up to date on everything Hull City. So make sure that you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, as I will keep you up to date on everything Hull City. And it's going to be an exciting season no matter what happens, so you do not want to miss out on anything. So I will see you in the next video. Up the Tigers!